And hello again, I'm Ian Masters. This is the Daily Briefing. I'm speaking with Mark Ames, a journalist, author, and founding editor of The Exile in Moscow. His work has appeared in the New York Press, The Nation, Playboy, San Jose Mercury News, and Alternet. He's written a number of books, including The Exile, Sex, Drugs, and Libel in the New Russia, co-authored with Matt Taibbi, and To Russia with Love, Notes from the American Outcast, and Going Postal, Rage, Murder, and Rebellion from Reagan's Workplace to Clinton's Columbine and Beyond. And Mark, you've got a piece in Alternet now talking about the looting of Alabama by billionaires. I thought that the entire country had just been looted on Wall Street by people who took the global economy to the brink of collapse, then got bailed out by the taxpayer who, in a transfer of enormous amounts of private debt into public debt, where the taxpayer was left holding the bag with these worthless toxic assets. These guys have gotten stronger, richer, and they're even too bigger to fail now. So you're telling me now that this massive ripoff is going on at a state level as well as on Wall Street?
Well, not just at a state level, but also at a local, city and town level, and that's what the Alabama story shows. I first got interested in kind of focusing my attention on Alabama when there was a big shooting rampage, a murder rampage earlier this year, because I wrote a book on, going postal on rampage murders in the workplace and post offices and in schools. And what I found, and this was the case in the rampage killing in Sampson, Alabama in March, was that usually these rampage massacres happen at companies or in situations where the workers are being squeezed beyond the point where some of them can't take it anymore, and that's why they snap. It's not because the water changed and people started going crazy 20 years ago. It's because the workplace became an unbearable place for a lot of people, and eventually it started leading to these murders. And this guy, his name was Michael McClendon. He killed 11 people across a couple of townships in March, and his first killing was his own mother, but it was such an unusual way that he killed her. He killed her with their dog. It was the way the body was in the house, and he burned down the house. It was clear that he didn't kill her out of rage, but out of something like desperation. And as I looked into it, what I found was that his mother and he had both were victims of this chicken oligarch company called Pilgrim's Pride, which has just recently been sold off to the Brazilians. Pilgrim's Pride basically has been raping rural South America for the last couple of decades, driving down wages and stuffing their pockets with unbelievable profits. And Pilgrim's Pride, basically in 2006, 2007, they went on a massive acquisition spree, tapped into Wall Street, went completely in debt. And so in order to pay off the debt, rather than, shave their own bonuses, what they did is they started forcing their workers, who were already underpaid, to work extra time for no extra pay. And there was a lawsuit, and the Justice Department fined them some kind of slap on the wrist. I mean, this goes on and on. So these people have been getting raped this way for years and years. But as I kind of kept my eye on Alabama, what I saw was Jefferson County, the most populous county where Birmingham is, not far away from Sampson, they're going bankrupt, and it might be the largest county bankruptcy in the history of America, bigger than the Orange County one. And the reason they're going bankrupt is because four of the biggest banks, primarily J.P. Morgan Chase, Bear Stearns, Lehman Brothers, and B of A, conspired together to basically bribe local officials so that they buy these crazy derivatives, interest rate swaps, which I don't know what the hell they are, and I don't think anybody needs to know. They're just a scam. And these interest rate swaps wound up blowing up like all the other toxic assets. And now the county is going broke. The water bills and sewer bills in Birmingham County are so high that there are people who literally have to make a choice between whether to heat their homes or to turn on their water.